The Valley housing market continues to slow down. Last month was the slowest August in terms of number of sales since 2008. Let's look at how interest rates, affordability, and supply and demand are impacting your experience in today's real estate market in this month's market update. Hi, my name is Jean Pomeroy with Realty One Group. Annual home value appreciation based on annual average price per square foot is still strong for homeowners. Home values in the last 12 months are up over 22% in the Valley over the previous 12-month period. Home value appreciation is making affordability challenging for those that are trying to get into a home. You may have heard news stories about the home prices recently falling, and there is some truth to that. Prices hit a peak in May of this year, and the sales price per square foot has fallen more than 5% over the last 4 months. But remember that annual appreciation is still very strong versus last year. So unless you bought a home in the last few months, your property most likely has appreciated handsomely over the last year. Now, Buckeye is the area with the weakest market for sellers in the Valley. It's seeing inventory triple and the number of buyers in escrow, which is usually unusual for Buckeye. But even there, appreciation is still up over 15% versus last year. With skyrocketing prices over the last 2.5 years and interest rates at the highest they've been since 2008, affordability is slowing down buyer demand. Incomes just haven't kept up with home prices, and there are people that can't afford to buy. As much as the number of active listings has grown over the last 6 months, you'd think the market would have shifted into a buyer's market by now. But inventory is still over 20% below where it should be for today's population. So with the rise in inventory and the slowdown in demand, we have very quickly moved from an on-fire seller's market to a more normalized market with lower volume than usual, but currently steady, balanced market. Will prices continue to fall? Well, maybe, but most likely not for very long. We still don't have enough housing in the Valley for all our continually growing population. This is an ideal time for buyers to find little competition and sellers willing to negotiate and even contribute to closing costs in some cases. Back in March, 3% of sales closed with sellers contributing to the buyer's closing costs. But last week, over 17% of closings had a seller concession and sometimes helping to buy down the rate for the buyer. And that's a massive shift. And for sellers looking to sell, it's no longer as easy as placing the house on the MLS and putting up a sign and getting multiple offers to deal with in a few days. Today's market takes a little longer. It's more normalized, and it takes marketing skills and tools to get a house sold, and a trusted advisor like myself to help you make that happen. If you're thinking it's time to make a move, well, let's talk. My name is Jean Pomeroy with Realty One Group, here to help you in all markets.